If you guys have ever wondered what we do for our diet, we are going to tell you in today's episode. But before we do that, we're going to introduce myself and Isaiah and Austin. I'm John Evans. I coach the highest jumper in the world. This is the highest jumper in the world, Isaiah Rivera. And this is Austin Burke, who has a 45-inch vertical off 1 and in the low 40s off 2. If you're interested in getting coached by us, go to THPstrength.com and sign up for coaching.
With discount code THP for 10% off your first month if you are weary.
Perfect.
Stop being weary.
Let's get it going here. So Isaiah, what do you eat? Do you have any rules, any restrictions?
Not really.
Go ahead. Take
Should
the
I
mic.
just describe my day?
Yeah, talk about what you eat.
Okay.
Our mascot's back.
Dang, that's got a mohawk. I wake up. I eat usually a bowl of cereal. I try not to eat too sugary of a cereal. Usually it's Honey Bunches of Oats. I have a small cup of coffee.
When did you switch from like sugary cereal to Honey Bunches of Oats? Yeah, when did you switch from that? Like a week ago?
Like 2 years ago.
No way, bro.
I think I haven't lived with them. So.
All right, we'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
So those are David's. That's David's
Yeah, he has
cereal.
all the sugary.
Oh,
all the
okay.
sugary
I was
cereal.
gonna say I've definitely seen it in there for
Yeah.
sure.
And then about 2 hours later, I eat lunch, which will usually be leftovers from the previous night. And then 2 hours later, I eat again after working out, something light.
How many meals a day do you eat?
I think like 5 or
It's
6.
been like 6 hours, and you've eaten 3 meals.
Like today as an example, I woke up, ate a bowl of cereal, and then a couple hours later, ate a bagel with cream cheese. Then I ate pizza bagels that my daughter didn't finish eating. So that's 3 meals.
How
I
are you
guess.
not fat as hell?
Because the portions are small. So
He doesn't eat to be full either.
as soon as I'm full, I stop eating. But I eat really frequently. Like,
How
I'm
much
like
food do you
constantly
throw away,
snacking.
do you think?
A lot.
Really?
Yeah. But I try to eat leftovers though. Like I'll put it in the fridge and stuff. But yeah, I don't eat that much. Like my portions are really
I think
small.
that's the difference. Is I always feel this pressure to like finish all of my food.
I don't.
I do too. I've had to work on that. Being around Isaiah has actually helped me.
I literally, the other day we went and I bought a huge bag of candy because I had a craving. I ate a quarter of it and threw the rest away because I knew I'll body it if I keep it. So I just, I throw it away. It's kind of wasteful, but yeah.
Wow, that's like eye opening.
Well, if you remember, like when I guess like 2020, I guess end of 2020, 2021, any of those times we'd go out to eat, and you'd be done, and I'd eat my whole meal because I felt like I couldn't take it home, and then I'd eat your leftovers because you wouldn't finish it.
Oh, yeah,
I would eat everything because I felt like I couldn't leave food left alone.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't leave food out. Like I couldn't let it rot. I had to eat it all, and that was like another 4,000 calories.
Yeah.
I blame my girlfriend for that.
Yeah,
That's
blame
why
women.
the other day she was like, I want to get a large fry and a large sweet tea and an 8-piece nugget and a spicy chicken sandwich. And I turned to the guy and I was like, make that a medium fry. So we're making small changes to getting her portion size. And she still didn't finish them.
So
She
if
should've got
it's
small.
if it's fast food, because I hate fast food leftovers, that I like don't finish. Like, but I like eating out, like at a restaurant or something like that, because the leftovers will last me a while. Or like this Puerto
it's
Rican,
real food.
like the Puerto Rican place near here.
Those
like
portions are huge.
they'll give you massive portions, and it'll be like rice and chicken or rice and pork, and then that can last me like 3 days. Like, and that'll be my lunch for a while.
Wait, where did you after your workout you eat what, and then what do you
We're
do
at
after
6
that?
hours into his day.
Okay,
It's about
okay,
noon.
okay.
It's about noon.
So
at
it's
this
usually
point.
a bowl of cereal, or like a bacon, egg, and cheese on a bagel. It's like one of the two. Then about 2 hours later, it'll be like right before we podcast. I eat a pretty big meal. Usually it's leftovers from the previous day. That might be like, let's say it's pasta or something like that with ground beef, and then I'll eat that. Then we finish training, and I'll usually order food from somewhere. And it's usually always the same thing. It's just like a big carb and a big protein in every meal that I get. And then the next meal is dinner. So usually my beautiful wife will cook dinner. I'll eat that. And then cereal as my night snack.
So I calculated the protein, and just with that, you're at about 110 to 120
You also
ish.
have a protein
Do you
shake
take a protein shake?
Yeah, that's 30 grams of protein.
So you get about 150 grams a day.
I guess so.
Well, you've tracked it before. Are you around that?
I have no idea.
What
It was so long. I remember the
you-
calories
usually
specifically.
with milk, I remember you used to have so much more cereal because it would be like, 15 grams of protein per
Yeah.
I think just based off that, it sounds right. You probably get in about 150, which is almost, what is that, 1.8 per kilogram? You're probably just at that or right below that. That's the minimum recommendation for speed power athletes looking to gain muscle.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're probably within the realm of that. And your total calories are what usually a day when you have tracked it? 36.
When I tracked it, no, it was 2,800 to 3,200.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right, maybe now that's why I'm fatter than you. All right, Austin,
wanna
you're
go
up.
or- yeah.
No, you go.
All right. So if I'm trying to get really shredded, which I'm trying to right now, obviously it takes a lot of discipline. My metabolism is not as fast as Isaiah's, but I use similar concepts. So I will not eat normally past the point of being full. If I start feeling uncomfortable, I just stop because that's your body telling you to stop. But a typical day for me is I fast for at least 14 hours. My first meal is typically about 5 to 6 eggs, just eggs. I'm not even kidding. Like just some eggs with salt and maybe some avocado.
You fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger
I
over
swear,
there?
every morning.
Are they raw?
No, no, there's.
Just fucking gulp them in.
Yeah. So I have like 5 or 6 eggs, sometimes with like some kind of cheese, like a Parmesan cheese, a little bit of Parmesan cheese, like healthy Parmesan cheese, or feta cheese, because I got that from Eddie Abo. I like that. It's actually a good combo. I try to work out while I'm still fasted, but typically with our schedule it doesn't work. My second meal after working out is typically a protein shake with Fairlife milk. So we just have protein, it's like around 300 calories, about 45 grams of protein. And then my next meal is typically half a pound of either lean ground beef or bison or turkey, which is about 45 grams of protein.
How many grams of protein do you think you get a day?
It depends. So if I know I'm going out to eat,
Like right now.
probably 160 something, just because I'm not eating as many carbs. So since I'm cutting out a lot of the carbs, I am typically dropping.
You like meat in your mouth?
Yeah. But no, this is my diet pretty much every day. Nighttime is the only thing that shifts. So
I know
since
you
I
do.
have like
From
around
experience.
800 calories remaining every day, my maintenance around 2,200. I try to finish eating before 10 so I can start my fast. But my last meal will kind of be more lenient. So I'll have, some kind of protein source, like aim for about 20 grams. And then it's typically, if I want ice cream or I want a glass of whiskey or I want like whatever the hell I want, I just work hard all day on it or stay disciplined all day. And then
When was
at
the last
nighttime I
time
do
you had
whatever.
a drop of alcohol in your mouth?
Last night.
What?
I got a beer at the movies.
Ah,
Yeah.
you traitor!
Yeah, I did.
Your joints probably feel great today.
No,
We did it in unison.
we did it together because like we haven't done it and it's nice. It was nice for
I have a
camaraderie.
confession.
What?
I drank like half of it.
Really?
Yeah.
I figured. That's why I said we should
Traitors!
split it. I didn't want the whole thing. The movie theater beers in Florida are literally like 36 ounces. They're humongous. One of
Really?
them, you're huge.
$15.
yeah, it's actually worth it. They'll be like, that's $12.50. And you're like,
like 2
Yeah.
inches. No. Oh wait, I missed that.
but even with that, like I didn't eat after or anything when I got home. Like even though I was hungry, but to take into account those extra calories. So typically nighttime I just eat whatever I want as long as there's some protein and I don't overdo it. Like don't be stupid, don't have like a lava cake or anything. But that's typically my daily.
You know what I'm really curious about is I'm actually looking into getting like a personal chef, but it's actually way less money than I thought because we added how much like I spend like eating out and stuff like that, and I would literally save money by getting a personal chef. And I'm curious. It's actually ridiculous.
He eats out
mind
a lot.
Mind you, that's for my whole family. I have a wife and a child, so it's not just me. But I'm actually really curious how that's gonna affect my diet, if at all.
I would say I try to be in like, so my calories every day is around 2,000. I try to be in a slight deficit, around 200 calories ish. Some days it's a little bit more, a little bit less. I don't really count calories. I just know that, half a pound of ground beef is around 350, 400. My protein shake is around 300. 5, 6 eggs is around, 350 to 400. And then after that, it's kind of like whatever I want.
All right. I guess I'm up, huh? How about that? All right, quick story time. I started intermittent fasting because in 2017, 2016, 2017, I was making $25,000 a year, which at 27, you literally, I don't think could live off that alone now. It'd be very difficult. But yeah, that's what I was making. And I saved like $100, $200 a month. I was 25, I think. And so I didn't have a lot of money, and that meant I had to eat the most caloric dense foods for as cheap as possible, and I had to eat as infrequently as possible because I was also working 60 hours a week and waking up at 5 and going to the gym and getting there at 5:50 to start the classes. So during that period of time, I formed a habit of intermittent fasting, and it sucked. I used to get a lot of hunger pain, but I basically just made it through that little spurt and got used to it, and I would eat McDonald's every day, and I would just try to spend like $10. That was like all my budget was, or I would eat pizza rolls. That was it, because they were the highest, most caloric dense things. I mean, yeah, was I towing the line of probably pre-cancer? I'm sure I was. Was my blood pressure maybe 20 points too high? Yeah, probably. Did the lipids in my blood look like shit? Yeah, I'm sure they did. But I managed to somehow stay about 170. And during that time, I just fell in love with intermittent fasting because it was convenient and I could put more time into work. And then I just now don't get hungry until the evening. But I never, ever, not starve myself. What is it called? Like restrict myself, I guess. Is that the word? I don't know what the word is. But anyways, yeah, I don't restrict myself at all. I eat completely intuitively. If I want something, I eat it. If I'm trying to lose weight, I will typically just cut out ice cream, and that's it, and candy, and then I will minimize alcohol, and yeah, that's about it.
Crazy. Like for me, it's because I do love to eat, but it's easy for me to stay productive if I'm eating like high fat, high protein foods throughout the day, and that's why nighttime I just go crazy. But the issue is when you take me to like a buffet, you take me to like Korean barbecue or hot pot because I don't want to stop eating. The other thing is too, I never have snacks in my house whatsoever. If I have snacks, it is literally like pickles, low calorie popcorn. I'm not even kidding. Olives, rice cakes.
Yo, I'm actually the same way.
Really?
With snacks. Like, if there are snacks in the house, they will get eaten.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just better to not have anything there.
So, yeah. Like,
low calorie fudgesicles.
Like, that is actually a cheat code. Like, don't have soda in your house. Don't have chips in your house.
Yeah,
don't have candy. Don't have cookies. Don't have ice cream in your house. Keep that stuff away from your house and, like...
Or do and be a fat fuck like me.
No,
I'm not fat.
I don't drink soda. I can't remember the last time I had a sip of soda. Like,
dude, I do a lot of seltzer, like just straight seltzer water, like Perrier or whatever.
And vodka.
I actually indulge a couple times a week, I would say, and like, actually, candy's not even that crazy. The candy's probably like once every 2-3 weeks, right? Where I get it now.
You get it from smoothies, bro.
Yeah, I do drink a lot of smoothies.
That's a lot of sugar.
I do drink a lot of smoothies.
And there's a lot of sugar in that.
But even smoothies aren't that, like, that'll be after a session. It'll be the smoothies. That's really the only time.
Like hard training.
Actually,
which is fine.
That's
probably
something.
The one time you want to do it.
That's something after dunk sessions, I can't eat right after or I'll, like, throw up. So I
literally think your brain is so highly innervated in your spinal cord that every other function in your body shuts down. You know how the human body shunts blood to the areas that it most needs it? Yeah. Like what happens is all the blood shunts away from every other functional organ that isn't involved in jumping, that you actually get sick because the blood returns to your gut after being completely diffused into every single leg muscle that you can't eat for several hours until your body's finally in rest and digest. Yeah. And that's why you also get sick, I think. Your immune system is just wildly, vastly under nutrient.
Yeah.
Nutrient.
It's like my body, like, what is it? Is it the Golgi tendon? The thing that inhibits
muscle force?
Yeah. It's like my body inhibits every system that's not for for
it's
jumping.
Like anything not used for jumping, I refuse to spend resources on.
Or no, it's gonna put all the resources into everything that's jumping.
Oh no, I'd say anything that's not jump related, it's like we will starve the nutrients and
including my immune system,
including your immune system. But if it's used for jumping, his body's like yes. It's actually selective. He actually just thinks about it, and that organ or organ system just absorbs more nutrients. Like he's thinking about his tendon right now, and it's actually just absorbing amino acids.
I used to...
I used to believe that?
No. I used to make myself, like, get it. Like that feeling of adrenaline?
Yeah.
I used to be able to, like, think about dunking and then, like, start sweating.
I used to get that. Yeah, I used to get that.
I haven't tried it in a while.
You want to try it right now on the podcast? Kamikaze. Oh my God. I will say this: the only thing
I did just get warm.
Yeah, see. Wow. If you want to think about body composition, the only thing that matters for me is training volume. Like that is it. I will always eat intuitively, depending on how hungry I am, and I'll pretty much always intermittent fast.
Just train harder, bro.
Yeah, no, seriously. Actually, though, like if I put sprints back in, I increase my volume, and I do upper body, I will always get basically maximally lean. I think a lot of the times, the reason why athletes don't stay as lean as us is that they just don't hit the intensity as hard, or they are not doing all the volume. I really think that's why.
I've been only eating healthy, like really healthy, for a couple weeks. Like honestly, like
When my volume's low, I have to be. If I want to lean up, I have to be more careful. But I just don't like to do that. I like to eat whatever I want.
I'm like 4 or 5 pounds away from my leanest, and like yeah, it's just from the training that kept me lean because I was eating like shit. Like when I was also drinking a lot too. Like ever since you were like, it helps with your tendon pain.
Well, I said a small amount can help with your hormone profile, which is joint protective. Is actually what I said.
Well, I was trying to drink for like the whole year, trying to do a lot so it separate little amounts.
Oh, you're trying to like binge?
Yeah, basically binge and spread. You know, I kind of like a hibernation type of thing. You know, like a bear in winter time.
Yeah. All right.
I will say I think we should leave them with some tips.
Tips?
We should each give our tips for diet.
All right, and it has to be one sentence.
One sentence.
3
Okay.
tips, 1 sentence each. And they can be the same. They can cross over.
Track your calories. Weigh yourself every day. Don't eat processed junk food.
What is this tips for?
For maintaining good body comp
Okay.
or losing weight if you need to.
Austin, you go next.
It's for maintaining. If you track your body weight and your calories, you will maintain or lose weight, whatever your goals are.
Yeah. Try to hit at least like 80% your body weight in protein. Stay away from processed foods. And I would say don't eat to be full. Eat right before, where you still feel satiated. You feel satiated, but you're not like, ugh. And say no to those leftovers. Not those leftovers, just the leftovers on the plate. You don't need to eat your lady's like breadstick because it's there. Don't do it.
And if you have crippling body dysmorphia like me as a form of OCD, then the best thing to do is not track anything because it will become so obsessive it'll cripple you with severe anxiety.
All I do is dysmorph these guns. Wait, I do have a question for you, John.
But I actually had 2 more points on that because
Okay.
that is actually why I can't track. That's actually legitimately why I can't
When I
track.
tracked, it bothered me.
I don't have body dysmorphia anymore, but if I track, it is directly linked to body dysmorphia, and I'll check how I look in the mirror way too frequently. Am I losing weight? Am I leaner? Blah, 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 blah. Like, that is my compulsion. So, and that is a common OCD compulsion. So I don't do that. And if you are similar to me and you're super obsessive in nature, I would recommend just eating intuitively, intermittent fast. Eating intuitively meaning when you're hungry, eat intermittent fast, and then focus on just training and enjoying the process and getting as much volume as you can in. And yeah, I found that I'm a lot happier that way. It's about to pour. So Austin, what's the last thing?
Eat whole foods. And sign up for THP at
Real
THPstrength.com.
quick question.
Yes, go.
If you are trying to jump higher, so you're a lean person, should you be at a caloric surplus?
I think if you're eating intuitively, you will be at a caloric surplus because you'll be hungry. If you're not hungry, then maybe you have hyperthyroidism or something else going on, but your body tells you when it needs more nutrients. You get hungry.
So if you eat
should be eating more.
intuitively,
If you eat intuitively, you will gain weight.
I thought you were
Yeah.
asking like if
but will it be muscle? Like, will you get fat or?
If you're naturally lean and you're eating intuitively and you have high training volume, I have almost every single time I've seen this happen, athletes will gain muscle. They just gain it very slowly.
I will say my body weight since I started training with John has gone like this.
Very slowly. But he eats intuitively, and he is naturally a lean athlete.
And the bigger I get, the higher I jump and stay lean because THP.
Look at that. Oh, flex on him. Flex on him.
Give me 2 weeks.
Isaiah's the only one comfortable. Oh my. All right. Let's just
all right, yeah,
end
that's
it
kinda
here. Let's just end it here.